Hello and welcome to another episode of Talking Politics on the Hindu's YouTube channel. I'm Nistula Hebbar, political editor of the paper and your host on this show where I take you through the stories behind the headlines making news in domestic politics. Now, the Delhi election is done and dusted, and we move on for the purposes of this episode to the next big election in this year. There are only two big elections in this year. One was Delhi, which got over in February, and the next one is Bihar around November. And already, as we speak, forces are gathering to determine the state of play in Bihar. So this episode of Talking Politics will be on specifically the NDA alliance, which consists of the BJP, the Janata Dal United, the Lok Janshakti Party led by Chirag Paswan, and the Hindustani Awam Morcha. So what is the state of play between them? This is the ruling alliance, and there have been some incidents in the last week, in fact since January, which have led to us taking a closer look at the state of the NDA alliance in Bihar. So this week, the Bihar government saw a reshuffle, namely the additions of a few names to the roster. This is just 7 months before elections are due there. Among the ministers, there were representatives of the social coalition that the NDA seeks to represent. Namely, there were 4 ministers belonging to the OBC, other backward class communities, one from the extremely backward class community, EBC, one Rajput, and a minister belonging to the Bhumihar community. But more important than this, in terms of the mahal of the state, was the sudden rise to prominence of Nishant Kumar, son of State Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, who's also leader of the JDU. And Nishant Kumar has usually been in the background of many things. He has not been pushed forward as a leader like Tejashwi Yadav had been done in the RJD. So it is a bit of a surprise to see another sunrise in a party in Bihar. Now, Kumar Jr. has, since January, made at least 3 public appearances, and his statement last week that the NDA should announce his father as the common face for the alliance in the upcoming polls has created a buzz. Now, what is the meaning of all of this? This is it's important. The buzz that has been created is important in the sense that not just because it showed that maybe Kumar Jr. was also readying to enter the political fray during these assembly polls, but also that there appeared to be a question mark over whether or not Nitish Kumar would be the face of the NDA for these polls. Now, for many months now, there have been questions raised over the issue, not just because of some infirmity displayed by Nitish Kumar on health grounds, but also the fact that his party scored a subpar 43 seats in the last assembly elections, and the BJP, with a larger share, still gave way to him in terms of leading the government. And there were question marks. Maybe the BJP may not be so generous if the same situation is repeated. In the current Bihar government, in fact, there are 21 ministers of the BJP and 13 of the JDU as per the formula that they had worked out. But the government itself is led by Nitish Kumar. Now, according to some sources within the BJP, and in fact public statements by people like former Union Minister Shahnawaz Hussain and current Union Minister Giriraj Singh, the BJP, while worried about Kumar Sr.'s abilities to lead a coherent campaign in the upcoming polls, it is not in a hurry to replace him as the face of that campaign. Now, the social coalition that aligns with the JDU brings together for the BJP, which has its own largely upper caste base, a big chunk of non-Yadav OBCs, and a strong women vote that follow Nitish Kumar and Prime Minister Modi. And it's a powerful combination. In fact, the lack of this combination, the lack of this alliance in the 2015 assembly elections, when Nitish Kumar allied with the RJD and the Congress for the Mahagathbandhan and trounced the BJP very comprehensively, is demonstrative of the reasons why the BJP, despite its bigger electoral and organizational strength, persist with projecting Nitish Kumar, because that social coalition that Nitish Kumar brings with him and the floating voter as well, also very diffused issues like governance, etc. That is a very powerful punch on the side of any alliance in Bihar, especially for the BJP, which is still considered an upper caste party in that state. Sources have also revealed that while the leadership position of Nitish Kumar is a non-issue, there will be bargaining within the NDA on the number of seats that each party will fight. The BJP is determined to be the senior partner in that sense, or at least exactly equal. Now, Nitish Kumar fought like a symbolic 1 seat extra than the BJP in the last polls. So the BJP is determined, no, this time either we're completely equal or, we get more seats. And this time around, the LJP is also part of the alliance and will have to be accommodated. The LJP says that, the JDU says, that it will be from within the BJP quota that both Chirag Paswan and Union Minister Jitanram Manjhi's Hindustani Awam Party, Hindustani Awam Morcha will have to be accommodated. Clearly, seat adjustment will be one of hard bargaining. And if the BJP again gets more seats than the JDU, things may change in the post-poll scenario. Now, that is the state of information that we have in terms of what is going on in the minds of the various constituents of the JDU. Ideologically, the next Bihar elections are also very important in that it will be the first when the post-emergency movement leadership will be on the wane in the state. This was a generation with Lalu Prasad Yadav, Nitish Kumar, George Fernandez, Sushil Kumar Modi, and other leaders who had dominated not just the state politics, but also national politics for decades since the 1975 imposition of the emergency. These leaders had emerged in that movement as student leaders and had gone on to lead big political movements and political parties, become chief ministers, deputy chief ministers, union ministers, etc. But with Lalu Prasad Yadav handing over the reins of the party, the RJD, to his son Tejashwi Yadav, and Nishant Kumar appearing as a possible leader in a post-Nitish JDU and his own ill health, there will be a generational shift in the state, an end of an era, because George Fernandez has departed, Sushil Kumar Modi died last year, and therefore all of these leaders, there is basically a sunset that they are walking towards. So these will be momentous polls in Bihar, if not just for the idea of electing a chief minister, but bidding farewell to a generation of political leaders who had been forged into that roles within an particular ideological context. So how will this new politics look like in Bihar? What will yield in its place will be decided by the results of these next assembly polls. Now, we will be returning many times in the next few months to Bihar, but I wanted to lay the groundwork first with this episode, first with the episode on the succession within the RJD and now the situation in the NDA, to kind of give all of you an idea of what is the state of play in Bihar. I hope you enjoyed watching this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you next week.